Hey, see the dance, Hey, dancing in your seat. Hey.
I'm Ricky Evans, aka Glytch. Specialize in a couple different dance forms. I like to do locking primarily. I'm also pretty sound in house, hip hop, do a little bit of popping. Every once in a while I try breaking. I like party dances too. I'm trying to earn my degree in TikTok. Oh, man. James Brown, for sure. Anderson .Paak, every time. Can't help it. And I'm gonna have to make this a tie between Pharrell and Timbaland. Probably the first night that I discovered, that it made this whole dance connect was a house night somewhere in Philly. At that point, I had been training, going out to the clubs, and it had never quite connected. And I was frustrated. And there was a certain song that played. I didn't know what the name of the song was, but at that moment, it was in the corner of the club too. It just, everything connected. It just all clicked. It changed my mentality. I started to pursue the feeling that I wanted to have again, rather than trying to figure out, the steps. It's a lot of people. First and foremost, the people that gave me a family to even dance with was my Face the Phlave family, which was led by Marcus Tucker, Andrew Ramsey, Joshua Polk, Brice Johnson, a couple other people like Kenny Thomas, countless other people I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget, and they would be mad at me for forgetting. But that was my core. That was my family that brought me in and started to teach me. From there, we started to learn, going to different classes and workshops. One of the biggest things that I ever went to was the Ill Death Legends Festival that was held by Rennie. And from there, I started to meet some of the people that I was watching in videos, like Mr. Wiggles, Crazy Legs. I met Strech, who I found out was one of Michael Jackson's choreographers. I met Campbell for the first time, and that was an idol of mine when I started to learn locking. I also learned from Fluky. Henry Link taught me this musicality lesson. All it took was a good 5 minutes in the club one night. He taught me how to listen to a song, and it kind of changed my whole perspective on music and its interpretation and its rhythms. House-wise, the journey came from not only being in the same spaces as certain people, but watching their footage and actually learning from them in person. And it made the footage that I would watch make sense. So people like Ejoe Wilson that I used to watch, and Brooklyn Terry and Marjory Smarth, Caleaf Sellers, Sekou. It was also Cricket that would come down and train us when I was dancing with Face the Phlave. It's a lot of pioneers that I was able to come across in my path to help me, help shape my journey and my understanding, and honestly make me a better teacher. I'm very appreciative of everybody I've come across. So American Soul, that was a very interesting process that we went through. Dancer by the name of Flowmaster, a famous b-boy and dancer, one of Usher's choreographers. He's good friends with, us and the Hood Lockers, and he was presented with an opportunity actually to be featured in American Soul as one of the Lockers. Flowmaster couldn't make it to that taping, but he said he knew some people that he think were fit for the job. So he called Marcus Tucker and asked him, could we do this role? Next thing you know, we all get a call from Marcus. He was like, yo, this is what's going down. We had to all hop in the whip. We had to cancel our classes. We had to pull all our nickels and pennies together to get a nice little Airbnb, stay out there for a few days, and we shot it. It was one of the most surreal moments ever because, that particular show that we were asked to portray was, it's footage that we've watched forever. Next thing you put the costume on, and then you hop on the set and you see it, and you're like, yo, I literally just jumped into this video that we've been watching for so long. And it was, hands down, one of the most fulfilling experiences that I know that I've had, and I could probably speak on behalf of the rest of the crew and say that we've all had.